Shabbat Shalom. Here we are again. It's been just a few days, and we've been here this weekend for a lot of very, very good reasons. For Yom Kippur, we came back, we returned to this place to look inside ourselves, reflect a little bit, and maybe connect with God. And now on this Shabbat, it kind of is the bridge between Yom Kippur and the festival of Sukkot, where we will really celebrate and experience the beauty of God and God's creation, which is beyond all of our inner longings and forces us to look up and to look out and to recognize the beauty of this world and the creation around us. And so we begin our service with those deeply felt words, which can be found in your prayer books on page 213.
Shabbat Shalom. It's so nice to be here this Shabbat together. Haven't seen you in a while. Just kidding. We start with the lighting of the Shabbat candles as we invite Sheila Schiffer to come forward. We are on page 13.
is the foundation of life, yet impossible to touch. Light is flowers growing and fruit trees blossoming, photosynthesis and rainbows shimmering. Light is energy and romance, enlightenment and lightning. Light is red and violet and magenta and blue. Lasers and campfires, warmth and illumination, the sunset and the dawn. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, eternal source of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot and commands us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner el Shabbat. Amen. We continue with L'Chalodi on page 34. Everyone together after Neil. Everyone together.
Lecha dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, lekabela. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, lekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'diburecha, v'tishmiya b'efam miyuchad Adonayecha, Shemoecha, Shem tiferet v'tida, v'chadodi, v'kat kala, v'shabbat, v'kabela, v'chadodi, v'krat kala, v'shabbat, v'kabela.
Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki hi v'kor ha'bracha, merosh mikedem nesucha, v'sof ha'ma'aseh b'machshava tehila.
Chadodi,
Chadodi,
v'kat kala,
Chadkala,
v'shabbat,
Shabbat,
v'kabela.
Kabbalah,
Chadodi,
Chadodi,
likrat kala,
Likrat Kala,
v'shabbat,
Shabbat,
v'kabela.
Kabbalah.
Oy b'shalom ater ba'ala, gam b'simcha u'b'tzola, tov evonei am segula. Oy kala, oy kala, oy kala.
Once again, after Cantor Michaels.
Lecha dodi,
Chadodi,
kat kala,
Likrat Kala,
b'nei Shabbat,
Shabbat,
v'kabela.
Kabbalah,
Lecha dodi,
Chadodi,
likrat kala,
Likrat Kala,
b'nei Shabbat,
Shabbat,
v'kabela. Lecha dodi,
Chadodi,
likrat kala,
Likrat Kala,
b'nei Shabbat,
Shabbat,
v'kabela.
Kabbalah,
Lecha dodi,
Chadodi,
likrat kala,
Likrat Kala,
b'nei Shabbat,
Shabbat,
v'kabela.
Kabbalah,
Lecha dodi,
Chadodi,
lecha dodi,
Chadodi,
lecha dodi,
Chadodi,
We are always a bit amazed at those of you who come back here on the Friday night right after the High Holy Days. And we figure there's really two possibilities. You're either the truly righteous of the nations who understand your obligation as Jews, or you're such sinners that you were worried that you didn't do enough praying on high holidays and feeling you need one more shot before the gates close. I'm assuming it's the former in this case, though. We're on page 37. Actually 38, but although they're part of the same prayer. Adonai malach geut lavesh. Adonai reigns, clothed in majestic robes, girded with strength. Just as God disdained all of the majestic trees in favor of a simple burning bush, and the highest, most regal mountains in favor of the modest Mount Sinai. Help us to transform our ambition into idealism. Pride in our accomplishments into an appreciation of your glorious creation. We continue on page 42.
A new Nobel Peace-winning American for literature. So we're pretty excited about it. And I also want to say hi and welcome to our Teen Mission crew back there. We're very excited to have you here. And something that we talked about on the Teen Mission a lot, which is our Israel trip for our high school students, is that things don't have to come out of a prayer book to be spiritually relevant, that their words are just as meaningful as words we find right in front of us. And I want to read this song by our new Nobel Prize winner to show you how beautiful that sentiment is. Zach, Robert can stay, he's fine. Father of night, Father of day, Father who taketh the darkness away, Father who teacheth the bird to fly, builder of rainbows up in the sky, Father of loneliness and pain, Father of love and Father of rain, Father of day, Father of night, Father of black, Father of white, Father who built the mountains so high, who shapeth the cloud up in the sky, Father of time, Father of dreams, Father who turneth the rivers and streams, Father of grain, Father of wheat, Father of cold and Father of heat, Father of hair and air, and Father of trees, who dwells in our hearts and our memories, Father of minutes, Father of days, Father of whom we most solemnly praise. Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim. Blessed are you, O God, who makes the evening fall.
Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Page 57. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך. ושיננתיו לפניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך. וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
The bottom of page 61. Considering the discourse and the climate we are currently living in, I think that this reading has particular meaning right now. Together, standing at the waters of the Red Sea, at the Mason-Dixon line, at the walls of the Warsaw Ghetto, the Berlin Wall, the wall that separates men from women, the privileged from the persecuted, perpetrator from victim, the master from the slave. We cry out as did our ancestors in ancient days, let my people go, let all God's people be free, so that we may dance and sing together once again, the shores of the Red Sea.
Torah והמר כיפד אדוני את יעקב, וכהלום מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
We read responsively on page 63. I am awake to myself and all others. I am awake to those who share my home. I am awake to an ancient text. I am awake.
Page 65. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael Vishamru et ha-Shabbat La'asot et ha-Shabbat La'asot et ha-Shabbat L'dorotam berit olam Beini uvein bnei Yisrael Oti le'olam Yisheshet yamim asa Adonai Et hashamayim ve'et haaretz V'hayom hashvi Shabbat v'yinafat Yisheshet yamim asa Adonai Et hashamayim ve'et haaretz V'hayom hashvi Shabbat v'yinafat. We rise together, page 68.
Together on the bottom of page 69. Prayer invites us to let God's presence suffuse our spirits, to let God's will prevail in our lives. Prayer cannot bring water to parched fields, nor mend a broken bridge, nor rebuild a ruined city. But prayer can water an arid soul, mend a broken heart, and rebuild a weakened will. Baruch atah Adonai mechaye hakol. Blessed are you, O God, who renews all things.
אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש. As you're seated, we pray silently.
Shalom Aleinu Ve'al kol Yisrael Ve'imeru Amen.
Everybody together again with Rabbi later.
Oseh Shalom Bimromav Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al kol Yisrael Ve'imeru Amen.
Keep doing that.
Oseh Shalom Bimromav Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al kol Yisrael Ve'imeru Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimromav Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al kol Yisrael Ve'imeru Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimromav Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al kol Yisrael Ve'imeru Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimromav Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al kol Yisrael Ve'imeru Amen. Last time. Oseh Shalom Bimromav Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al kol Yisrael Ve'imeru Amen. So even though we have all spent hours and hours and hours and hours and hours in the parking lot, no, just kidding, in temple this week, we've been praying different prayers and elevating our language and elevating the music, and it has felt different in the building over the high holiday season. But something that never changes here in this building is that when people come and they sit in our pews and they sit in our sanctuary, in our chapel, in the Herman Hall, the baseline for everybody is hoping that this is a year of health for them and their family. Health and happiness, but before happiness comes health. And so we prayed together the words of Misha Berach on page 83, praying that indeed this is a year of health and happiness for us and for those that we love.
Source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, of Spirit, and let us say, Amen.
So we've all been joking a lot about being at Temple a lot in the last few days, and we have been here a lot lately, but it feels good. As wonderful and as challenging as the holidays can be, especially for the clergy, I find them truly awesome. Or rather, awe-inspiring might be a better way to say it. The music and the liturgy, Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur services are meaningful and powerful and inspiring. There's definitely a reason we call them the days of awe. But I noticed something this year that I had forgotten from years past. As rabbis sitting on the bima, we see the room from a different perspective. While you're all looking up at the bima, you see the Ark and the Ner Tamid, and we're looking right back at you, at a vibrant and full congregation, all except for the first row. Now, I think we are a bit unique here at Temple because on Shabbat in the first row, it's usually filled with front row regulars who won't sit anywhere else. So those of you in the back, beware if you try and take their seats. Am I right? Yeah. But in most congregations and lecture hall type settings, the front row, more often than not, is completely empty. Why is that? We shower. We brush our teeth. That can't be the reason. Do you think that people are afraid that we might call on them to do something extra? Hey, maybe you should deliver the sermon tonight instead of me. That's a good idea. Or maybe the front row is just uncomfortable. There's no chair in front of you to use as a footrest, which I noticed our second rowers are doing. That must be it, because we don't have a second row problem. Can you imagine what would happen to you, second rowers, if we came along and removed all those empty seats in front of you? Now, all of a sudden, you become the first row. It'd be kind of scary, wouldn't it? I admit that it is. I don't tend to sit in the front row either. When you sit in the first row, there's no place to hide. It's true. You feel vulnerable and exposed. I mean, in the front row, you can't nod off during the sermon. And what if you started to snore? You can't even zone out because I'll surely catch you. And if you're in the front row, you're stuck. You can't sneak out without everyone seeing you, and that really is a problem. So as I was discussing this with Rabbi Josh the other day, he commented that this phenomenon reminded him of one of the first traits that we learn about in the study of Musar, anava, humility. Now, Musar is a powerful tradition within Judaism, based on the teachings of the 19th century Rabbi Israel Slanter, and centered on traditional text. It looks at particular soul traits within each of us, laying out a path for how we can become better people, how we can better relate to others with mindfulness, kindness, and integrity. The study of Musar awakens something within us as a way to become more complete and more fulfilled. Now that's pretty deep, I thought. What does humility have anything to do with sitting in the front row? He further explained to me, with the theme of anava, we focus and meditate on the phrase, no more than my place, no less than my space. I'll say that one more time. No more than my place, no less than my space. We often think of humility as being less than, a pulling away, a derivative of the English word humble. But according to Musar, and based in the teachings of Maimonides, that's not really what it is at all. Rather, it is the idea of taking just the right amount of space or room or attention that you are allotted, no more and no less. Here's an example. Remember the days when we sat in a classroom and there was always that one person in the front row, no offense, who raised their hand and wanted to answer every question? Me, right? Ooh, answer me. And they completely dominated the classroom conversation. We all had people like that in our classes. But then there was also that person who sat in the back, and they never uttered a sound, they never participated, they never engaged, probably had the comic stuck inside their book, and they pulled away from the class. And that student, rather than adding anything, actually detracted from the learning environment. Anava is the balance between taking up too much space, like the student in the front row, who frankly could have sat anywhere in the room, and not taking up enough space, like our other student. It's like Goldilocks, finding what's just right. Whoa, Rabbi Josh, I was just wondering why people don't want to sit in the front row. Well, he said to me, I can tell you honestly, a few years ago, I took my daughter to see the Broadway show Matilda. We were so excited and we splurged for front row seats. And it turned out we were in the spitting zone, right? We could have used an umbrella to protect ourselves. So, even though people race to get to the front row in a concert or a play, you might want to think twice about where you really want to sit. Well, I don't think we have a spitting zone here, though I guess we could be wrong. It was a good conversation. Thanks, Rabbi Josh. But I'm still a little confused. Recent articles about last month's Fashion Week, including one in the New York Times, explain that sitting in the front row is reserved for the creme de la creme. Front row means status, celebrity, attention. Front row is important. And compare it to the Fun Times travel guide, which explains that sitting in the front row on a roller coaster gives you the best view, but sitting in the back gives you the best ride. And this week's Torah portion, Ha'azinu, Moses delivers his final sermon, a retelling of God's relationship with the people Israel over the generations. And as the portion comes to a close, God says to Moses, ascend to the heights of the mountain and view the land of Canaan, which I am giving to the Israelites. It is a front row seat with the grandest of views. And that's what the front row offers you. So I'm going to suggest that if you normally sit in the back, that you try the front row. There are only so many seats up front, and when you sit there, you do have to be engaged, and you may have to wrestle a few of the regulars for a seat. But I invite you to try it. You never know. You might like it. And I promise, we don't smell bad. We won't ask you to deliver the sermon, though we might ask you to light the candles. We won't wake you up if you doze off in the middle of services. But we might look you straight in the eye, smile, and say, Shabbat Shalom.
This is just kissing music. Olam chesed yibane, yedadai, dai, dai, da, da, dai, dai. Olam chesed yibane, yedadai, dai, dai, da, da, dai, dai. Olam chesed yibane,
I will build the world. I will build the world from love. And you will build the world. And you will build the world from love. If we build the world, and if we build the world from love, then God will build the world. Then God will build the world from love. Olam chesed yibaneh. 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 Olam chesed yibaneh.
I'd like now to invite an officer of our congregation, Larry Tisdale, to come forward to deliver the congregational announcements.
Shabbat shalom. You guys in the front row need to look out next time because I'm going to be moving up. I never sit in the front row. Please join us in the chapel on Sunday, October 23rd, for the 9 a.m. Yitzchir service for Shmini Atzeret. Question: what are you doing for Simchat Torah? Answer: coming to temple for Simchat Torah team trivia night. Enjoy bar food and drinks, and put your knowledge to test on October 23rd at 5 p.m. Can't wait to meet you. You may recall Cantor Michael's 13th anniversary service this past July with his mentor and friend, Cantor Jack Mendelson. Jackie returns in a community uniting event on Sunday, November 6th at 4 p.m. with an exciting Weekend with Jackie, hosted by Temple Israel and Adat Shalom. This one-man show, called The Cantor's Couch, paints a picture of Jewish America when Jews would flock to the synagogue to hear the golden voices of cantors, as if the synagogue were a concert hall. Cantor Mendelson will also join us on our Bima for Kabbalat Shabbat on Friday, November 4th at 7:30 p.m., together with our cantors and Cantor Daniel Gross from Adat Shalom. It will be a weekend to remember. I look forward to seeing all of you there. Brotherhood is having a fundraiser with Carson Stores from Wednesday, November 9th to Saturday, November 12th. You can purchase a coupon booklet, which can be used to purchase a great selection of merchandise during those 4 days. Contact Art Dubin to purchase your booklet. All proceeds will be used for Temple's South Oakland shelter and our Housing the Homeless program. For further information or to volunteer for these programs, check the information table as you leave or call the Temple office during regular business hours. Please join us after services for our Oneg and Shabbat greetings. On behalf of the officers and members of the Board of Trustees, let me wish each of you a Shabbat Shalom.
The reason in traditional synagogues where I grew up, people sat in the back was because on certain holidays they had fundraisers. And the rabbi would stand up there and he'd look, and he couldn't see too well. And he'd look at the front row and he'd say, you need to give. And then the people in the back felt that they could. Any of you remember that? high holiday appeals with really, they were recording in the back. Did any of you grow up with that? In the back, you do recall? No. No one could turn the tape recorder on. It ran for 24 hours. In the back, they were picking up all the names because they couldn't write them down. Okay, a little insight, having nothing to do with anything, but just something you should learn and remember. 189, the Aleinu. Any children who are here, please join us on the Bima. And
if you're with the Teen Mission, our Oneg is in the pit atrium. Follow me.
עלינו לשבח אדון הכל, לתת גאולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצו, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגמור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים משתחווים
Please be seated. So as we conclude our service, we have celebrated tonight Shabbat, but we also remember. We take time to mention the names of those who have died in recent days, the period of Shloshim. Shirley Ann Altman, Beverly Barnett, Elaine Benison, Dr. Albert Blaze, Thomas Crotty, Joseph Gilbert, Martha Goldberg, Shirley Sufreen Gordon, Faye Liebeck, Eileen Mullen, Alan Ravitz, Robert Rissman, Connie Sanford, Bella Schlesinger, Dottie Schwartz, Isaiah Schaefer, Dr. Leslie Scher, Renee Silver, June Snyder, Arnold Sokol, Scott Sakajny, Dr. Benjamin Stein. We also mention the yahrzeit of Arthur Aronson, Abraham Acker, Dr. Sheldon Applefield, Sidney Barbas, Louis Joseph Bean, Robert Berger, Bernie Bernstein, Courtney Lisa Cantor, Bruce Engelson, Ben Feldman, David Goldenberg, David Goose, Danielle Megan Gorin, Anna Greenberger, Josephine Elaine Jackson, Rosalind Kaiser, Dr. Michael David Kleiman, Fanny Kleiman, Hessel H. Kohlenberg, Mike Marshak, Rose Menick, Rita Mendel, Pearl Moss, Gail Parrish, Herbert Ross, Sigmund Rothschild, Leonard Ruff, Irving Shanebaum, Norman Summers, Jean Berger Richmond, Hope Sauter, Esther Bernstein, Sarah Edelman, Ruth Smith, Hilda Gins, Ruth Wayne, Herb Berger, Herman Weberman, Herman Shamitz. We pray that their memories will continue to be a part of us, that they will abide in our hearts. As we turn in our prayer books now to page 199, we rise together for Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabbah, v'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, v'agalau v'zman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam liolmei almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal Shemei d'Kedusha b'richu, le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran v'alma v'imru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabbah min Shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom b'ramav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. May God send peace to all of us and comfort to the bereaved as we say together, Amen.
So in acknowledgement of the honor Bob Dylan received this week, let's conclude our service with words of blessing. May God bless you and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rung. May you stay forever young. Forever young, forever young. Does he really sing it in this key? May you stay forever young. May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth and see the light surrounding you. May you always be courageous. Stand upright and be strong. May you stay forever young. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a strong foundation when the winds of change shift. May your heart always be joyful. May you always sing a song, and may you stay forever young. Home, guys. Forever young, forever young. May you stay forever young. Shabbat Shalom.